Hello, hello. My name is Jordan Martin, emerging 100 of Atlanta member, class of 2020. Really excited to talk about my career path within diversity and inclusion and give some insight to you all who may be looking to explore a similar path. My path is very different than most. I graduated from the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, and I actually majored in kinesiology, believe it or not. Nothing to do with corporate America or diversity and inclusion, but here I am. And, I'll definitely, talk a little bit more about how I got here. But I think the most important thing to kind of start us off is really talking about the importance of the work. Diversity and inclusion is becoming more increasingly popular within corporate America, within nonprofit organizations, and really in everything that we do today. It is work that is fulfilling, gives you the opportunity to impact people who are underrepresented, people who don't have the same opportunities as others. And I think that that's the reason why I really felt called to the space. That's something that I grew up experiencing as a minority, but two, actually as an athlete who played a sport that was predominantly white. Um, I grew up playing baseball in the Atlanta area. As you all know, that sport is, like I said, predominantly a white sport, and there's not many people who are Black and African American who play it. I think as I continued to grow and develop in the sport, it came more prevalent to me, and I started to notice the underrepresentation. And naturally, I started to become a mentor to other Black and brown baseball players within Atlanta who, were playing the sport and looking to get opportunities to play at the next level, like college and professionally. Um, Ended up getting a scholarship to Maryland Eastern Shore. Like I said, I majored in kinesiology. I also got a minor in business, fortunately, which opened up a lot of opportunities for me, because at the time I honestly didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know, what opportunities were out there, and I honestly didn't know diversity and inclusion existed. I wasn't someone who really knew about career fairs or the importance of getting internships in college. And I found myself graduating from college. I had this degree, but I didn't have any work experience. I didn't know what exactly I wanted to do with my degree, and found myself in a little dry spell for about 6 months after I graduated. So, I started to reflect on, what I wanted to do, what was my purpose, what was my passions, and what would really, drive me to want to wake up every day and do this work. And after just researching, learning more about diversity and inclusion, it really resonated with me, and I felt like it was something that I would enjoy doing, day in and day out. So what I did was actually start to network. I really was intentional about building relationships, learning about what type of work, what opportunities there are for me in this space, and then how can I get exposed to opportunities that would allow me to do it. And it was different, right? I had a lot of friends who graduated college. They started their careers with full-time job opportunities. Like I said, that wasn't the case for me. So I had to be intentional about getting some type of experience in some capacity, whether it was volunteering. I think, also, like I said, building your network allows you to learn, inorganically about, different opportunities. But essentially I ended up getting a internship. And again, this is all after I've graduated. I got an internship with Major League Baseball headquarters. So, as you can probably guess, I played baseball in college. I am Black and African American, and I am interested in learning about diversity and inclusion. So it really aligned for me and was able to articulate, my why during an interview. I got the internship. It was a really groundbreaking experience for me where, I was able to get a lot of visibility to different areas of diversity and inclusion, whether it was diversity recruiting, whether it was supplier diversity, or potentially even working with diversity inclusion in HR. So I was with Major League Baseball at their headquarters in New York City for about 6 months. Great exposure, great opportunity, and that really propelled me into the space. From that internship, I was offered an opportunity to become a diversity and inclusion recruiting coordinator for Accenture, which is a technology consulting firm. Did not know anything about Accenture at the time, but I did know they were very well known within diversity and inclusion. I figured, hey, this is a great company. They're known for diversity and inclusion. It gives me an opportunity to learn a bunch, and I can really, take what I've learned and continue to grow in the space. So, since then, I've been at Accenture for about almost 3 years now, and it's been amazing. I mean, I've gotten to impact a lot of students' lives. I am currently the diversity campus recruiting lead for Accenture, so I specifically lead our recruiting efforts at HBCUs and HSIs, which is Hispanic Serving Institutions, and historically Black colleges and universities. And I lead that effort across North America. So if you attend one of those schools, then I'm typically the person who would assist you through the process, would be your point of contact, or I have a great team who would be able to assist you in getting you prepared to explore opportunities at Accenture. So, like I said, it's been an amazing opportunity. I think the biggest thing for me is, like I said, being able to give back, pay it forward, and give students opportunities who may have be in similar situations as I was when I was looking for an opportunity and didn't really know what the next step was. So, I think essentially I would advise anyone who is looking for, an opportunity in diversity and inclusion to, one, definitely network. Your network is your net worth, and that's, totally true. I've never got a job opportunity where I didn't know someone. So that's certainly something that you want to keep in mind. And, at the end of the day, all people can say is no, right? So I think what I did was, during my lunch break, during my internships, I would just sit in my car and just call, people. I would, hit people up on LinkedIn and just say, hey, would love to connect, to learn about a little bit more, learn more about what you do. And like I said, they can say yes or no. And most of the time I got yeses. And that really allowed me to, develop a network, develop a reputation, and it truly has benefited me in this space. So that's the number one thing. The second thing I would say is, pursue what is important to you. If, diversity and inclusion, if, helping people reach their full potential, creating opportunities for other people, and ensuring that people have a seat at the table, if that's something that interests you, go for it. I think a lot of people sometimes can get discouraged because it's not the easiest route, but I think you have a lot of opportunities. This space is growing significantly, over the past couple of years, and I think if you want it, you got to go for it and just put it all in in God's hands. So that's my spiel. Again, Jordan Martin, a member of Emerging 100 Atlanta, and I would love to assist anyone who is interested in exploring the space. I'm, an open book and, here to support. So I appreciate you all listening to this. And if there's anything I can do, please reach out. All right. Peace.